Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to have all of you here today. My name is Lawrence Yap. My topic of discussion is the next level of organization development. As we explore the organization development field, I want to share my experiences and insights from over 20 years of working in this field. Throughout my journey, I had the privilege of collaborating with many business leaders both in Malaysia and abroad, using OD practices to drive positive changes. Today, we are going to cover the following topics: the definition of OD, HR as a people leader, the scope of HR development, structure of HR development, the development of OD models, role of OD practitioner, skill and knowledge in OD, application of OD, application experience, implementation of OD initiative, benefit to HR, and conclusion. To give you some context about my background, career across multiple. In the first stage of my professional journey, I began in the field of training and development in Western Digital Media, Mydin, and Pfizer. I was involved in training and development. As I progressed, I transitioned into the second stage of my career, focusing on organization development. I took on roles in OD at Kasem, PayPal, First Solar, and Berjaya Corporation, where I served as the Senior Manager of Learning and OD for Malaysia and the Asia Pacific region. In the States, I further expanded my expertise to HR operation, where I held the position of Head of HR at Dixon and Forest City. This stage of my journey has shaped my perspective on the significance of OD. This diverse range of experiences has allowed me to gain valuable insights in HRD, organization development, and HR operations. Along the way, we will uncover answers to some questions. Here are 5 questions for you to discover the answers during this session. First, how can HR go beyond being a people leader and be leader? Second, what are the areas of responsibility in organization development? Third, what are the 4 organizational models of OD? Fourth, what are some of the key models of OD? Fifth, why is OD considered the business side of HR? Before I proceed the session, I have invited James and Kayla from Revouser to assist me to explain the topic for you. James, over to you.
Thank you, Lawrence. We are delighted to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin by exploring the definition of organizational development. Now, let's shift our focus to the definition of OD. According to the Association of Talent and Development, OD is an effort aimed at enhancing an organization's capability by aligning strategy, structure, people, rewards, metrics, and management processes. It draws upon various disciplines such as psychology, culture, innovation, social sciences, adult education, human resource management, change management, organizational behavior, and research analysis and design. At its core, organizational development is a scientific and interdisciplinary field that encompasses a wide range of knowledge and expertise. Now, let's shift our focus to the definition of OD. According to the Association of Talent and Development, organization development is an effort aimed at enhancing an organization's capability by aligning strategy, structure, people, rewards, metrics, and management processes. It draws upon various disciplines such as psychology, culture, innovation, social sciences, adult education, human resource management, change management, organizational behavior, and research analysis and design. In essence, organization development is a science-backed and interdisciplinary field that encompasses a wide range of knowledge and expertise. We'll explore the fascinating relationship between OD and various disciplines that contribute to its success. Let's start with psychology. Psychology plays a crucial role in OD by helping us understand individual and group behavior within organizations. By applying psychological principles and theories, we can assess employee attitudes, motivation, and job satisfaction. This understanding informs the design of interventions that promote employee well-being, engagement, and productivity. Now, let's dive into the realm of culture. Culture significantly impacts organizations, and OD recognizes its importance. By shaping and transforming organizational culture, OD interventions align values and goals, fostering collaboration, innovation, and employee satisfaction. Moving on to innovation. OD understands that embracing innovation is essential for organizational growth and success. It encourages a culture of creativity and continuous improvement, enabling organizations to adapt to changing market demands. Through OD interventions, we create environments that support innovation, encourage risk-taking, and inspire the exploration of new ideas. Social sciences, such as sociology and anthropology, also play a vital role in OD. They provide insights into group dynamics, organizational structures, and communication patterns. By understanding social dynamics, we can identify barriers to collaboration and implement strategies that enhance teamwork and effective communication. Let's not forget about adult education. OD recognizes the importance of continuous learning and development for individuals and organizations. Applying principles of adult education, we design training programs, leadership development initiatives, and knowledge-sharing platforms. By providing opportunities for skill development and career growth, OD contributes to employee engagement and organizational effectiveness. Human resource management is closely intertwined with OD. By integrating OD principles into HR practices, organizations create a cohesive and people-centric approach to driving organizational success. OD aligns talent strategies, performance management systems, and employee development initiatives with broader organizational goals. Change management is another discipline that goes hand in hand with OD. OD equips organizations with frameworks, tools, and methodologies to navigate and manage organizational change effectively. It helps anticipate and respond to change, minimize resistance, and facilitate smooth transitions during times of transformation. Organizational behavior examines interactions within organizations. OD leverages insights from organizational behavior research to understand employee motivations, group dynamics, and leadership styles. By applying this understanding, we design interventions that promote positive organizational behavior and enhance overall performance. Lastly, research analysis and design are integral to OD. They provide a systematic approach to gather and interpret data. OD interventions are data-driven, employing research methods to assess organizational needs, diagnose problems, and measure the impact of interventions. By collecting and analyzing data, OD practitioners make informed decisions and continuously improve their interventions. So, as you can see, OD encompasses a wide range of disciplines, including psychology, culture, innovation, social sciences, adult education, human resource management, change management, organizational behavior, and research analysis and design. This multidisciplinary approach allows us to address complex organizational challenges, foster a culture of continuous improvement and growth, and ultimately drive positive change within organizations. That's the end of our session today. In next session, we will talk about HR as a people leader. Welcome back to another episode of The Next Level of Organization Development for HR. In our previous session, we explored the definition of organization development, OD, and its multidisciplinary nature. Today, we dive deeper into the topic of how HR leaders can leverage OD to become true business leaders. As HR professionals aspire to be recognized and respected in management meetings, let's uncover the strategies that can help them bridge the gap between the business and people aspects. We often hear HR leaders express their desire to be recognized as business leaders and earn equal respect and credibility in management meetings. So, how can HR achieve this? One approach is for HR to expand its involvement beyond the traditional focus on talent and start thinking like business leaders. In other words, HR needs to bridge the gap between the business and people aspects to drive business growth. Let's examine this closer. On the business side, we have various components such as strategy, finance, productivity, innovation, and customers. On the people side, which is primarily managed by HR, we encounter aspects such as engagement, performance, capability, and culture. However, HR leaders are often perceived as people leaders rather than business leaders. This perception stems from the traditional division of responsibilities. HR leaders primarily concentrate on the people side of the business, which is undoubtedly crucial. HR ensures the identification, recruitment, training, and reward of talented individuals. Without our expertise in these areas, organizations cannot thrive. Nevertheless, our impact on the organization and business is often indirect, which leads to a lack of recognition as business leaders. Why are HR leaders often viewed as people leaders rather than business leaders? The reason lies in the traditional division of responsibilities. HR leaders typically focus on the people aspect of the business, which is crucial. They handle tasks like talent acquisition, compensation, training, and rewards, which are vital for organizational success. However, our impact on the organization and business is often indirect, yes, I emphasize, indirect involvement. This aspect is often overlooked in MBA courses or by prominent business experts. Since HR is not directly involved in the day-to-day operations of other departments, they may not always be recognized as business leaders. To better understand this, let's explore Dave Ulrich's model on the evolution of HR. According to this model, HR can be divided into two roles: HR strategists and people leaders. At this level, major HR contributions include implementing succession planning, managing people, and creating people management strategies. While these functions are important, they primarily focus on the human side of the enterprise. So, how can HR professionals transition into true business leaders? One way is through participation in organizational development (OD) interventions. OD provides HR with an opportunity to work directly with different business units and contribute to their success. Let's take a closer look at what OD entails. OD involves assisting with corporate strategy, improving business processes, fostering an innovation culture, enhancing customer services, and using action learning methods to address ongoing challenges. By actively engaging in these practices, the HR department becomes directly involved in various business units. This enables HR professionals to provide solutions and enhance performance at both the departmental and organizational levels. Now, you might be wondering how HR professionals can implement these OD practices in their own organizations. It starts with taking the initiative to expand your responsibilities. Personally, I have been involved in various OD projects, such as facilitating corporate strategy sessions, leading process improvement initiatives, and using active learning methods to solve problems in areas like quality assurance and marketing. Integrating OD into HR allows HR professionals to have a more active role in business operations. They gain a better understanding of the challenges and opportunities faced by other business leaders. This enables them to collaborate effectively, provide strategic support, and contribute to decision-making processes that drive business results. Ultimately, our involvement in these areas elevates their status from being mere supporters of the business to becoming true partners in driving success. In the Dave Ulrich model, HR has taken an exciting step forward by adopting an outside-in perspective, prioritizing customer needs, and becoming experts in strategy. This transition marks a progression from being perceived solely as people business leaders to becoming genuine business leaders. Now, let's take a moment to pause and reflect on what we have discussed so far. How do you see the role of HR in your organization? Do you believe HR professionals have the potential to become strong business leaders? What steps can HR take to gain equal respect and credibility in board or management meetings? By actively participating in OD interventions and expanding their responsibilities beyond traditional HR functions, HR professionals can bridge the gap between the business and people aspects, thereby driving business growth and earning equal respect and credibility in management meetings. In our next session, we will explore the scope of organization development in more detail. Stay tuned for another insightful episode where we continue our journey through the world of HR and its evolving role in shaping the future of organizations.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another enlightening episode of the Next Level of Odd for HR. I'm your friendly host, Kayla, and I'm excited to have you join me today. In today's session, we'll be diving into part 4 of our series, focusing on a captivating topic, the scope of organization development. We'll examine the various components of HR development. You see, HR development can be divided into two main areas: HR operations, which handle the day-to-day tasks, and HR development itself, which focuses on long-term goals. Firstly, there's learning and development, which aims to improve the knowledge and skills necessary for the current and future competencies of both the organization and its employees. Next, we have OD, which centers around enhancing organizational effectiveness through macro and micro changes. Lastly, there's career development, which focuses on improving individual career planning and management. Within learning and development, initiatives include coaching and mentoring, management development programs, action learning, on-the-job training, orientation programs, and competency development. These initiatives play a crucial role in enhancing employees' knowledge and skills. Moving on to OD, initiatives are implemented at various levels. On the team level, there are activities such as facilitating dialogue sessions, team building, process consultation, meeting facilitation, brainstorming, and conflict management between teams. On the process level, initiatives include continuous process improvement, Six Sigma, lean methodologies, business process re-engineering, and benchmarking. At the organizational level, there are initiatives like organization design, creating a learning organization, culture change, succession planning, strategic planning, fostering a coaching and mentoring culture, performance consulting, and event management. Furthermore, at the global level, OD initiatives include cross-cultural training, establishing a global learning organization, virtual team building, promoting cultural self-awareness, encouraging storytelling and knowledge sharing, and implementing job assignments and blending. When it comes to career development, the focus is on creating career paths, developing competencies, skills, and knowledge, gathering input from high performers, establishing systems for career development, enabling job rotation and shadowing, providing career development support from supervisors, and promoting career mobility. Another way to classify OD initiatives is based on the Association of Talent and Development, which divides OD into four main areas: human process, techno-structural initiatives, strategic OD, and HR management. The human process aspect of OD involves activities like team building, interpersonal and group processes, and coaching, all aimed at enhancing teamwork and relationships within the organization. Techno-structural initiatives in OD focus on restructuring the organization, designing its structure, managing mergers and acquisitions, implementing flexible work arrangements, and downsizing when necessary. Strategic OD encompasses organizational transformation, process improvement, cultural change, strategy management, and leadership development, all aimed at aligning the organization with its strategic goals and improving overall effectiveness. And last but certainly not least, we'll delve into career development, a vital aspect of HR development. We'll discuss the creation of career paths, competency development, job rotation, and the essential role supervisors play in providing career development support. And that concludes another insightful episode of the Next Level of OD for HR session. I hope you enjoyed our exploration of the scope of organization development and its role within HR development. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned today. By embracing OD practices within HR, we have the incredible opportunity to enhance organizational effectiveness, foster growth, and drive positive change. The potential to transform companies is immense, and it all starts with us, the HR professionals dedicated to unleashing this potential. Now, get ready for the next session, where we'll delve into 4 structure models of organization development and HR development. It's going to be an exciting and knowledge-packed episode you won't want to miss. Thank you once again for joining me today. Keep striving for excellence, embracing the power of OD. Now, let's dive into the different models of HR development and explore their structures. Model 1 involves an independent HR development function that reports to the Chief Operating Officer, COO, while HR operations report to the Chief Executive Officer, CEO. I have encountered two organizations that follow this model in my experience, and in both cases, the OD or HR development function was positioned under the COO. This arrangement demonstrates a strong commitment to organizational effectiveness and development, allowing for dedicated focus on strategic initiatives such as organizational transformation, process improvement, cultural change, and strategy management. However, it's important for HR development to work closely with HR operations for talent information, highlighting the significance of their direct connection to the operational aspects of the organization. Model 2 positions HR development as an equal partner to HR operations, with both departments reporting to an HR vice president. This model recognizes the equal importance of both HR functions and aims to foster collaboration and alignment between them. By positioning HR development as an equal partner, organizations can leverage the unique strengths of each function to drive HR effectiveness. HR development focuses on long-term initiatives such as learning and career development, talent management, and OD, which are essential for building a skilled and capable workforce and driving overall organizational success. In my experience, I have encountered one organization that follows this Model 2 structure, where HR development and HR operations were positioned under the VP of HR. This arrangement highlights the significance of HR development and its direct connection to the strategic aspect of the HR department, with resources allocated to allow for the implementation of more OD initiatives. Model 3, which is the most commonly used model in Malaysia, integrates HR development within the HR operations department. The purpose of this model is to ensure that HR development initiatives and activities are closely aligned with the operational needs of the organization. By integrating HR development within HR operations, the focus is on integrating learning and development programs with the day-to-day HR activities and processes, ensuring that talent development is not seen as a separate or isolated function, but as an integral part of the overall HR strategy. However, Model 3 has limitations. Prioritizing daily tasks over long-term initiatives can hinder comprehensive talent development, and the integration may narrow the focus on training while neglecting cultural change, strategy management, and process improvement. Biases towards operational needs may overshadow the strategic importance of HR development. To overcome these limitations, it's important to allocate resources, set clear objectives, and foster a culture that values long-term effectiveness, promoting balanced, integrated, and aligned HR strategies with long-term goals. Model 4 takes a hybrid approach by integrating OD initiatives into specific functions of HR departments. This means that OD activities are spread across departments such as recruitment, employee relations, payroll, performance, and learning. For example, the Performance Management Department may take on the role of Corporate Strategy Planner and Human Performance Consultant, while the Training Department can facilitate dialogue and meetings as well as act as a Process Improvement Consultant. This model creates an integrated HR ecosystem that enables tailored development initiatives. We have reached the end of our discussion on the 4 structural models of HR development. I hope you found this segment enlightening and insightful as we explored the different perspectives and approaches to integrating OD within organizations. In our next segment, we'll uncover the various terms and roles associated with OD in the corporate setting, highlighting the diverse range of functional names and job titles that reflect the important work carried out in this field. Good day, everyone. My name is Kayla from Revoicer. Today we have Lawrence Yap and James with me. We're thrilled to have you join us for part 6 of our ongoing discussion on human resource development. Thank you for following us from part 1 to part 5 of the Next Level of OD series. In case you missed it, in part 5, we delved into the fascinating world of organizational development structures, exploring 4 different models that organizations adopt to position and integrate their OD functions. Now, in part 6, we shift our focus to another crucial aspect of HR development, the diverse functional names and job titles within this dynamic field. As we navigate this topic, we'll unravel the various ways organizations describe their HR development departments and the unique roles individuals play in driving organizational success. There are various functional names and job titles that organizations use to describe the department and its roles. Let's explore them in more depth. In the functional names, we have 10 common functional names apart from the term human resource development. Organizational effectiveness. This functional name emphasizes the department's focus on improving the overall effectiveness and performance of the organization. It involves implementing strategies and initiatives to enhance productivity, efficiency, and employee engagement. The goal is to optimize organizational processes and align them with the company's strategic objectives. Talent development. This functional name highlights the department's responsibility for developing and nurturing talent within the organization. It encompasses activities such as training, career development, succession planning, and performance management to maximize the potential of employees. The focus is on identifying and growing the skills and capabilities of individuals to support the organization's long-term success. Learning and development. This functional name underscores the department's emphasis on fostering a culture of continuous learning and growth. It involves designing and delivering training programs, workshops, and educational initiatives to enhance employees' skills and knowledge. The aim is to facilitate professional and personal development, ensuring employees have the necessary competencies to excel in their roles. People and culture. This functional name reflects the department's focus on creating a positive and inclusive work environment. It encompasses initiatives related to employee engagement, diversity and inclusion, employee relations, and fostering a strong organizational culture. The goal is to cultivate an environment where employees feel valued, supported, and empowered. Change management. This functional name highlights the department's role in managing organizational change effectively. It involves developing strategies, communication plans, and training programs to support employees through transitions and ensure successful implementation of change initiatives. The focus is on minimizing resistance and maximizing employee adoption of new ways of working. Employee experience. This functional name focuses on creating a positive and fulfilling experience for employees throughout their journey with the organization. It includes initiatives related to employee engagement, well-being, work-life balance, and enhancing the overall employee experience. The aim is to foster a supportive and engaging work environment that promotes employee satisfaction and loyalty. Leadership development. This functional name highlights the department's role in identifying and developing future leaders within the organization. It involves designing and delivering programs and initiatives to enhance leadership skills, succession planning, and creating a pipeline of talent. The focus is on cultivating effective leaders who can drive organizational success. OD, Organization Development. OD is a specific functional name that encompasses a range of initiatives aimed at improving organizational effectiveness and driving positive change. It involves activities such as strategic planning, culture change, process improvement, and fostering a learning organization. The focus is on enhancing the overall health and performance of the organization. I will let James present the next part of the topic. James, the floor is yours.
Kayla, thank you for presenting the first part of the topic. Allow me to continue to the second part of the discussion. Hi everyone, my name is James from Revoicer. For the job title, we have some commonly used terms. OD Specialist. An OD specialist focuses on specific areas of organizational development, such as change management, culture change, or process improvement. They collaborate with various stakeholders to design and implement initiatives that drive organizational effectiveness. They may conduct assessments, facilitate workshops, and provide expert guidance in their specialized areas. Organizational Effectiveness Manager. This role oversees the overall organizational effectiveness strategy and manages. Talent Development Manager. A talent development manager is responsible for designing and implementing programs to develop and retain talent within the organization. They focus on strategies for employee growth, career development, and succession planning. They work closely with leaders and employees to identify development needs and create opportunities for advancement. Learning and OD Manager. This role combines learning and development initiatives with organizational development strategies. They design and deliver training programs while also implementing change management and culture enhancement initiatives. They collaborate with stakeholders to align learning initiatives with organizational goals and drive continuous improvement. Change Management Consultant. A change management consultant works closely with project teams to navigate organizational change effectively. They develop change management plans, communicate with stakeholders, and support employees through transitions. They provide guidance on managing resistance, facilitating communication, and ensuring successful adoption of change initiatives. Leadership Development Specialist. This role focuses specifically on developing leadership capabilities within the organization. They design and deliver leadership development programs, assess leadership potential, and provide coaching and support to leaders. They work to identify and nurture future leaders who can drive organizational success. OD Project Manager. An OD project manager oversees specific projects related to organizational development. They manage project timelines, resources, and stakeholders to ensure the successful implementation of OD initiatives. They collaborate with cross-functional teams, conduct research, and monitor project outcomes to drive positive change within the organization. People and Culture Specialist. A people and culture specialist plays a key role in creating and maintaining a positive work environment. They focus on employee engagement, diversity and inclusion, and fostering a strong organizational culture. They develop and implement programs and initiatives to support employee well-being, promote a sense of belonging, and strengthen teamwork. It's important to note that these job titles may vary across organizations and regions. The examples provided give you a general idea of the types of roles within the field of human resource development. So far we've covered a wide range of topics, exploring the foundation of the HR department and its significance in driving organizational success. Thank you once again for being a part of this engaging podcast series, and we look forward to continuing the discussion in Part 7, the development of organization development.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kayla from Revoicer, and today I will be presenting the captivating journey of organizational development. We will explore three pivotal aspects: the expansion of organization development, its development in the United States from 1940 to 1990, and the influential figures in the field of organization development. Let's begin by discussing the expansion of organization development beyond the United States to the global stage. Organization development, OD, gradually disseminated from the United States to Europe and Asia, shaping the approaches organizations take towards change and growth. Allow me to provide you with a concise historical account of how OD extended its influence across continents. In the 1930s, organization development, OD, took root through the pioneering work of Kurt Lewin in the United States, placing a strong emphasis on action research. During the 1940s and 1950s, T-group experiments and sensitivity training emerged as methods to enhance interpersonal skills and group dynamics. Moving into the 1960s, OD expanded its reach to Europe, with countries such as the United Kingdom, France, the Netherlands, and Germany embracing OD principles and practices. The United Kingdom stood as an early adopter of OD in Europe, particularly with the development of the socio-technical systems approach at the Tavistock Institute in London during the 1960s. France witnessed the spread of OD in the 1970s, while the Netherlands became another fertile ground for OD implementation. Dutch organizations began incorporating OD practices to stimulate organizational growth, enhance communication, and empower employees. In Germany, the principles of OD gained traction as organizations grappled with the challenges posed by rapid industrialization and globalization. Fast-forwarding to the 1990s, OD further expanded its reach to Asia, encompassing countries such as Japan, India, China, and Singapore. This expansion was driven by the imperative to navigate the rapid economic growth, globalization, and cultural diversity prevalent in the region. The diffusion of OD across different regions and time periods exemplifies its evolution as a field and its ability to cater to diverse organizational needs within a wide array of cultural and economic contexts. Let us talk about the evolution of organization development in the US from 1930s to 1990s. During World War II in the 1940s, the roots of organization development, OD, can be traced back to the application of action research and group dynamics. The turbulent context of the war led to the recognition of the importance of effective teamwork and collaboration within military organizations. In the 1950s, following World War II, organization development, OD, gained further momentum with a focus on post-war recovery. During this period, action research evolved to emphasize the importance of data feedback in facilitating organizational change. Notable organizations such as the National Training Laboratories, NTL, and the National Education Association, NEA, were early adopters of OD practices, conducting research and training programs. In the 1960s, the Civil Rights Movement and the Vietnam War shaped the trajectory of OD. Concepts such as System 4, team building, and Gestalt theory gained prominence. Organizations like ESSO, TRW Systems, and General Mills were among the early adopters of these OD approaches, recognizing their potential in enhancing organizational performance. The 1960s is also marked the rise of the term organization development, and the National Training Laboratories played a crucial role in advancing the field. Figures like Richard Beckard, Warren Bennis, Douglas McGregor, and Ed Schein were indeed influential in shaping the theoretical foundations and practices of OD during this period. The 1970s marked the official birth of OD as a recognized field. This decade witnessed the women's movement, which influenced discussions on race, gender, and organizational dynamics. Management grid models, such as the Blake-Mouton managerial grid, gained popularity during this time, focusing on leadership styles and situational approaches. Conflict resolution and negotiation skills also became integral to OD interventions. The open systems planning approach, which emphasized the external environment's impact on organizations, emerged as a key aspect of OD. In the 1980s, the rise of Japanese manufacturing and increased global competition had a significant impact on organization development, OD. Several key developments and approaches emerged during this time, such as total quality management, TQM, quality of work life, QWL, strategic thinking, and process redesign. In the 1990s, the global economy witnessed mergers, acquisitions, and the rapid growth of the Internet. This led to the emergence of new challenges and approaches in OD. Appreciative inquiry, global and virtual teams, self-managed teams, 360 feedback and coaching, and large group interventions. Overall, the 1980s and 1990s witnessed the evolution of OD in response to the changing global landscape and the need for organizations to adapt, innovate, and remain competitive.
Thank you, Kayla, for providing an overview of the development of organization development, OD. We dive into the work and contributions of some prominent figures who have shaped our understanding of organization development. Let's move on to talk about them. Kurt Lewin was a prominent psychologist and one of the pioneers in the field of social psychology. His groundbreaking work focused on understanding human behavior and the impact of social forces on individuals and groups. In his book, Field Theory in Social Science, Selected Theoretical Papers, Lewin presented his influential concept of field theory, which proposed that human behavior is influenced by a dynamic interplay between an individual's internal psychological state and the external social environment. His ideas and research laid the foundation for numerous psychological theories, and contributed to the development of social psychology as a distinct discipline. Chris Argyris was a renowned organizational theorist and management scholar. He is known for his work on organizational learning and the theory of action. In collaboration with Donald A. Schoen, he co-authored the book Organizational Learning, A Theory of Action Perspective. Argyris emphasized the importance of examining the underlying beliefs and assumptions that drive individual and organizational behavior. He introduced the concept of double-loop learning, which involves questioning and challenging not only actions and strategies, but also the underlying values and assumptions guiding those actions. His ideas have had a profound influence on organizational development, leadership, and learning. Peter Senge is a systems thinker and management consultant known for his work on organizational learning and the learning organization. His influential book, The Fifth Discipline: The Art and Practice of the Learning Organization, introduced the concept of the learning organization as a means to foster continuous learning and adaptation within businesses and institutions. Senge emphasized the interconnectedness of various components within an organization and stressed the importance of personal mastery, mental models, shared vision, team learning, and systems thinking. His ideas have had a significant impact on organizational development, leadership, and management practices. Warren Bennis was a highly regarded scholar and writer in the field of leadership studies. His book, On Becoming a Leader, is considered a classic in the leadership literature. Bennis explored the qualities and characteristics that contribute to effective leadership, emphasizing the importance of self-awareness, authenticity, continuous learning, and adaptability. He highlighted the significance of personal growth and the development of leadership skills throughout one's life. Bennis's insights have influenced leadership development programs and have guided countless individuals aspiring to become effective leaders. Rosabeth Moss Kanter is a prominent social scientist, author, and management professor. Her book, The Change Masters, delves into the dynamics of organizational change and the strategies employed by successful change leaders. Kanter emphasizes the importance of innovation, flexibility, and inclusivity in managing change. She explores how effective leaders mobilize and empower individuals and teams to adapt to shifting circumstances and embrace change as an opportunity for growth. Kanter's research and writings have shaped the field of organizational behavior and have provided valuable insights for leaders navigating the complexities of change. Tom Peters and Robert H. Waterman Jr. co-authored the influential book In Search of Excellence: Lessons from America's Best-Run Companies. Their research examined the practices of successful companies and identified key factors that contributed to their excellence. The authors highlighted concepts such as customer focus, employee empowerment, decentralized decision-making, and fostering. John P. Kotter is a renowned leadership expert and professor at Harvard Business School. His book, Leading Change, is considered a seminal work in the field of change management. Kotter presents an 8-step process for effectively leading and implementing organizational change. Finally, we come to David Cooperrider, a notable figure in the field of organizational development and change management. Cooperrider, together with Diana Whitney, co-authored the book Appreciative Inquiry: A Positive Revolution in Change. This work introduced the concept of appreciative inquiry, AI, a transformative approach to change that focuses on the strengths and positive aspects of organizations and individuals. Cooperrider proposed that instead of solely identifying and solving problems, organizations should seek to discover and amplify their strengths, creating a positive and sustainable change process. We've reached the end of this episode of the OD podcast. I hope you enjoyed learning about the history and evolution of OD, from its origins in the US to its global expansion and impact. We also covered some of the key concepts and methods that OD practitioners use to help organizations improve their effectiveness and well-being, and we highlighted some of the influential figures who advanced the field and inspired generations of OD professionals. Before we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with 2 questions based on the article. How do you think OD will continue to evolve in response to the changing needs and challenges of organizations in the future? What are some of the common themes or principles that underlie the different models and frameworks that we discussed in this episode? Thank you for listening and have a great day. See you in next episode. We will talk about the variety of organization development model. Hello everyone. I'm James from Revoicer. Today, I will be presenting various interesting organizational development models created by many organizational development gurus. Have you ever applied these models before at your workplace? Let's find out. We're diving into various models and frameworks that can significantly impact organizational performance and development. Human Performance Technology, HPT, is a systematic approach to improving individual and organizational performance. It involves analyzing performance gaps, identifying root causes, and implementing interventions to address those gaps. HPT focuses on aligning people, processes, and systems to optimize performance and achieve desired outcomes. Now, let's move on to appreciative inquiry. This approach focuses on leveraging the strengths of an organization to drive change. AI is a positive and strengths-based approach to organizational change and development. It involves identifying and understanding the best aspects of an organization, envisioning a desired future, and co-creating plans to achieve that future. It involves a 4D cycle: discover, dream, design, and destiny. Next, let's discuss the ORID-focused conversation. This structured conversation method aims to facilitate effective communication and decision-making. It involves 4 stages: objective, reflective, interpretive, and decisional. This framework encourages active listening, deeper understanding, and collective decision-making by guiding. Let's delve into John Kotter's change management model, which provides a roadmap for leading and managing change. Developed by renowned change management expert John Kotter, this model provides a structured approach for leading and managing organizational change. It consists of 8 stages, including creating a sense of urgency, forming a powerful coalition, development of vision and strategy, communicating the change vision, empowering employees, generating short-term wins, consolidating gains, and anchoring change in the culture. Kotter's model emphasizes the importance of strong leadership and effective communication throughout the change process. Shifting gears, let's talk about Lean 8 Wastes, a framework for process improvement. The Lean 8 Wastes framework is used in process improvement and waste reduction initiatives. It identifies 8 types of waste: defects, overproduction, waiting, non-utilized talent, transportation, inventory, motion, and extra processing. By identifying and eliminating these wastes, organizations can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance overall productivity. Moving on to problem-solving processes such as 8D, DMAIC, PDCA, and Kaizen. These are various problem-solving methodologies used to address issues and improve processes within organizations. The 8D. 8 disciplines process provides a systematic approach to problem solving, while DMAIC, define, measure, analyze, improve, control, is a structured problem solving framework used in Six Sigma. PDCA, Plan Do Check Act, is a continuous improvement cycle, and Kaizen refers to the philosophy of continuous improvement in all aspects of an organization's operations. Next, let's explore the McKinsey 7S framework, which assesses the interplay of different elements within an organization. The McKinsey 7S framework is a management model that considers 7 interrelated elements: strategy, structure, systems, shared values, skills, style, and staff. It helps organizations assess and align these elements to achieve optimal performance and effectively implement strategic initiatives. An action learning model is a problem-solving approach that combines real-world action and reflective learning. It involves a small group of individuals who collaborate to address complex challenges or projects. The process typically follows a structured format where participants engage in action, reflect on the outcomes, and then adjust based on insights gained. Action learning encourages active participation, critical thinking, and open dialogue. It promotes the development of both individual and collective learning, as participants gain new knowledge and skills while working towards solutions. This model is often used in professional development, leadership training, and organizational change initiatives to foster problem-solving abilities and promote continuous improvement. Next comes to OD process. The OD process is a systematic approach to bringing an organization's effectiveness, efficiency, and overall health. The 6 steps are: Step 1 is entering and contracting. Step 2 is diagnosing. Step 3 is collecting and analyzing data and feedback. Step 4 is designing interventions. Step 5 is managing change. Step 6 is evaluating and institutionalize OD interventions. Another OD model is Lean tools. Lean tools include quick changeover, SMED, visual management, error proofing, Poka-yoke, overall equipment effectiveness, OEE. Let us move on to Deming's 14 points. Deming's 14 points are a set of management principles developed by Dr. W. Edwards Deming, a renowned statistician, engineer, and management consultant. These principles are intended to guide organizations in improving quality, productivity, and overall performance. Here is an overview of Deming's 14 points. 1. Create constancy of purpose for improvement. 2. Adopt the new philosophy. 3. Cease dependence on inspection. 4. End the practice of awarding business based on price tag alone. 5. Improve constantly and forever the system of production and service. 6. Institute training on the job. 7. Institute leadership. 8. Drive out fear. 9. Break down barriers between departments. 10. Eliminate slogans, exhortations, and targets for the workforce. 11. Eliminate numerical quotas. 12. Remove barriers to pride of workmanship. 13. Institute a vigorous program of education and self-improvement. 14. Put everyone in the organization to work on the transformation. W. Edwards Deming is widely regarded as the father of total quality management, TQM. Deming's teachings emphasize the importance of a quality-focused mindset throughout the entire organization, from top management to frontline employees. He believed in empowering employees, promoting teamwork, and fostering a culture of continuous learning and improvement. The impact of Deming's teachings and principles can be seen in the success of Japanese companies such as Toyota, which became renowned for their exceptional quality standards and continuous improvement efforts. Deming's work not only influenced the practices of Japanese companies, but also had a profound impact on the global quality management movement. When it comes to the skills and knowledge required, an OD specialist needs to be proficient in various areas.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Session 9 of the Next Level of OD for HR podcast. I'm Fei Ling, your host from Revoicer, and I'm excited to bring you today's topic, the skills, knowledge, and roles of organization development practitioners. Before we dive into the material, let's start with a couple of general questions. What comes to mind when you think of organization development practitioners? What skills and knowledge do you believe are essential for them to excel in their roles? Take a moment to reflect on these questions, and we'll explore them further throughout today's episode. Great! Now, let's move on to the first part of our presentation, where we'll discuss the skills and knowledge required by organization development practitioners. When it comes to the skills, knowledge and required, an OD specialist needs to be proficient in various areas. Let's break them down. First, managing the consulting process. This involves having a solid grasp of business acumen, which means understanding the industry, market dynamics, and strategic context of the organization. Additionally, strong consulting skills are crucial for providing expert guidance and support. Second, building relationships. It's important for an OD specialist to excel in emotional intelligence. They also need to be skilled in stakeholder management, nurturing relationships with key individuals. Networking plays a role too, as they engage with diverse groups to gather valuable insights. Lastly, profiling people helps in understanding individuals' motivations, behaviors, and preferences. Third, effective communication. OD specialists should be adept at delivering impactful presentations, providing constructive feedback to individuals and teams, and delivering difficult news in a tactful manner. Fourth, managing projects. This requires skills in facilitation, guiding groups through discussions and decision-making processes. Collaboration comes into play as well, fostering effective teamwork among stakeholders. Effective project planning and execution are also important for organizing resources and setting milestones. Fifth, analyzing and diagnosing data. OD specialists need to be proficient in data analysis and collection, gathering and analyzing relevant data to gain insights. This helps in assessing organizational dynamics and diagnosing areas for improvement in processes and structures. Sixth, designing appropriate interventions. Change management skills are vital for designing strategies and plans to facilitate successful organizational change. The intervention process involves creating tailored interventions to address specific organizational needs. Influencing and persuasion skills also come into play, as they guide individuals and groups to embrace change and adopt new behaviors. 7th, facilitating and process consultation. OD specialists excel in facilitation, guiding groups through collaborative processes to achieve desired outcomes. Process consulting provides expert guidance on improving organizational processes, while project management principles are applied to effectively execute interventions. 8th, developing client capability. This involves skills in instructional design to create engaging learning experiences and training materials. OD specialists also excel in training, delivering effective training sessions, as well as lecturing to present information in a clear and engaging manner. Coaching skills help in providing guidance and support to individuals in their professional development. 9th, evaluating organization change. OD specialists analyze change results by assessing the impact and effectiveness of organizational change initiatives. They excel in report writing, articulating findings and recommendations in well-structured reports. Rigorous evaluation methodology is applied to evaluate the outcomes and impact of change efforts. These various areas of expertise empower OD specialists to effectively analyze organizational challenges, design appropriate interventions, and facilitate positive change within organizations.
Thank you, Fei Ling. My name is Kayla, and I will be presenting the second part of our topic, where we'll explore the roles of organization development practitioners. The role of an OD practitioner is multifaceted and requires a unique set of capabilities. Firstly, they act as change agents within organizations, facilitating and managing change initiatives. They collaborate closely with leaders, HR professionals, and employees to implement effective strategies that drive organizational growth and development. We're delving into the role of organizational development, OD, and clarifying their roles. The role of OD specialists includes various responsibilities and functions. Here are 9 key roles they play: facilitator, collaborator, integrator, diagnostician, change agent, coach, and mentor, training and development, culture shaper, and OD consultant. Facilitator. OD specialists act as facilitators, guiding individuals and teams through the change process. They facilitate meetings, workshops, and interventions, creating a safe and inclusive space for dialogue, collaboration, and problem solving. Collaborator. OD specialists work closely with leaders, managers, and employees to understand their needs, challenges, and aspirations. They collaborate with stakeholders to develop interventions and initiatives that address organizational issues and promote positive change. Integrator. OD specialists integrate different perspectives, systems, and functions within the organization. They ensure alignment between various departments, processes, and strategies to create a cohesive and harmonious organizational environment. Diagnostician. OD specialists conduct diagnostic assessments to identify organizational strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. They gather and analyze data, utilize tools and methodologies to diagnose organizational dynamics, and provide insights that inform the OD process. Change agent. OD specialists act as change agents, driving and facilitating organizational change initiatives. They help organizations navigate transitions, implement new processes or systems, and facilitate the adoption of new behaviors and mindsets. Coach/mentor. OD specialists provide coaching and mentoring support to leaders, managers, and employees. They offer guidance, feedback, and resources to support personal and professional development, helping individuals unlock their potential and achieve their goals. Training and development. OD specialists design and deliver training programs and workshops to enhance skills, knowledge, and capabilities within the organization. They provide learning opportunities that align with organizational objectives and foster continuous improvement. Culture shaper. OD specialists play a vital role in shaping organizational culture. They promote values, behaviors, and norms that support the desired organizational vision and foster a positive work environment. OD consultant. As consultants, OD specialists offer expertise, insights, and guidance on organizational development practices. They stay informed about industry trends, best practices, and research to provide informed recommendations and solutions to organizational challenges. The specific roles and responsibilities of OD specialists may vary based on the organization's needs, but they are instrumental in driving positive change, enhancing organizational effectiveness, and creating a healthy and productive work environment. And that brings us to the end of today's session on the skills, knowledge, and roles of organization development practitioners. I hope you found this introduction insightful and informative. To summarize, organization development practitioners require a set of 9 skills and knowledge areas. As an organization development practitioner, mastering these 9 key skills and areas of knowledge is crucial. These include managing the consulting process, building relationships, effective communication, managing projects, analyzing and diagnosing data, designing appropriate interventions, facilitating and process consultation, developing client capability, and evaluating organizational change. Additionally, OD specialists take on various roles and responsibilities. Here are the 9 key roles they fulfill: facilitator, collaborator, integrator, diagnostician, change agent, coach and mentor, training and development, culture shaper, and OD consultant. Thank you for joining us today, and we eagerly anticipate your presence in our next episode. Get ready for our upcoming episode of the Next Level of OD for HR, where we will delve into the captivating world of implementing organization development interventions. Until then, remain curious, engaged, and committed to continuous improvement. Goodbye for now. Hello, everyone. I am Kayla. In Chapter 10, we delve into the practical application of OD and the implementation guideline of organization development. Before we conclude, we'll summarize the main actions involved in organization development, providing you with a concise reference point. Additionally, we'll pose thought-provoking questions to stimulate reflection and encourage you to assess your organization's commitment to change. What are some of the applications of OD? OD enhances the organization's mission and vision statements, creating a clear and compelling purpose and direction for the organization. Aligning functional structures, ensuring that different parts of the organization work together harmoniously towards common goals. Creating a strategic plan, formulating a roadmap for the organization's future, guiding decision-making and actions. Managing conflict, resolving conflicts that arise within the organization to maintain a healthy and productive work environment. Improving ongoing operations, implementing processes and systems to enhance efficiency, effectiveness, and continuous improvement. Fostering a collaborative environment, cultivating a culture of collaboration, teamwork, and shared goals to maximize organizational performance. Designing compatible reward systems, development reward and recognition programs that align with organizational goals and values. Assisting in policy and procedure development, creating frameworks that improve the organization's day-to-day operations and ensure consistency. Assessing the working environment, conduct assessments to identify strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement within the organization. Providing support and coaching, assisting employees, especially those in senior positions, with the skills and tools they need to excel in their roles. Establishing feedback systems, implementing mechanisms to provide regular feedback, evaluate individual performance, and offer coaching and development opportunities. These are just some of the many applications of OD. The field is vast and encompasses a wide range of interventions and practices aimed at enhancing organizational effectiveness and employee satisfaction. I shall invite Lawrence to explain the areas of organization development he has applied before.
Thank you, Kayla. Let me share my OD experience in the past. Over the course of the last 20 years, I had the privilege of working on various OD initiatives where I witnessed a great deal of impact on the organizations. Some of the areas that I have contributed my expertise, including strategy management, process improvement such as lean manufacturing, event management, planning and executing event using mental rehearsal, team bonding, department conflict resolution, customer service for policy implementation, human performance consulting, action learning, dialogue sessions of different situations, talent management and succession planning, coaching culture, continuous improvement culture, leadership development, benchmarking, performance management culture, cross-cultural communication, benchmarking to study STWT and Technician College, global career development, enrich career experience by job shadowing and job rotation, establish a customer service team, realign APEX job titles, annual post surveys, action plan for APEC.
Allow me to discuss where and how you can implement OD in your company. Where and how you can implement OD initiatives within your organization. Here are some key steps to consider. Identify the organization's and department's pain points. Understand the current challenges, pain points, and areas for improvement within your organization or specific department. This will help you pinpoint where OD interventions are needed the most. Align with the company strategy plan. Ensure that your proposed OD initiative aligns with the overall strategy and goals of the organization. This alignment will increase the chances of gaining support and resources. Start small with a pilot run. Rather than attempting a large-scale initiative right away, start with a small-scale pilot run. This allows you to test the effectiveness of your intervention, gather feedback, and adjust before expanding to a broader scope. Engage friendly stakeholders. Seek out stakeholders who are supportive of the OD initiative and can champion it within the organization. Collaborating with key influencers and advocates will increase the likelihood of success. Prepare a proposal and secure finance and resources. Development of a comprehensive proposal outlining the objectives, expected outcomes, timeline, required resources, and budget. Present this proposal to relevant decision makers to secure the necessary support and resources. Aim for a small win and prepare a winning report. Focus on achieving early successes and tangible results. Celebrate these small wins and prepare a report highlighting the positive impact of the OD initiative. This report will serve as evidence of the value and effectiveness of your efforts. Proliferation. Once you have demonstrated the success of your pilot initiative, expand and replicate the OD interventions across other areas of the organization. This will help create a culture of continuous improvement and change. The final part of the concluding chapter covers the following key points. Background. The author shares their personal journey in organizational development across multinational companies and local enterprises, providing context for the subsequent discussion. Definition of OD. The concept of organizational development, OD, is explained, clarifying its role in driving HR as a people leader and a business leader. HR as a people leader. The importance of HR in leading people and driving organizational development is highlighted, emphasizing their crucial role in fostering employee growth and organizational success. The scope of HRD. The scope of HRD, human resource development, is discussed, encompassing areas such as learning and development, organizational development, and career development. 4 structures of HRD. Different structures of HRD within organizations are explored, examining how HR departments can be organized to effectively support organizational development initiatives. Functional names and job titles. Various functional names and job titles associated with organizational development roles are presented, shedding light on the diverse responsibilities and contributions of individuals in this field. The development of OD. The global spread of organizational development from its origins in the United States is traced, highlighting its evolution and adoption worldwide. Popular OD models. 11 widely recognized organizational development models are introduced, providing a range of frameworks that can be applied to enhance organizational effectiveness. Skills, knowledge, and roles. The essential skills, knowledge, and roles of organizational development practitioners are outlined, giving insights into the competencies required for effective implementation. Application of OD practices. 11 specific OD practices are discussed in the context of their application in commercial organizations, offering practical guidance on implementing organizational development initiatives. Application of personal experience. The author shares his area of application of organization development spanning over 80 years. Guidelines for implementation. Practical guidelines for implementing organizational development initiatives are provided, offering a roadmap for HR professionals to follow. Benefits to HR. The benefits of implementing organizational development for both HR and the organization as a whole are explored, emphasizing the positive impact on employee engagement, performance, and overall business outcomes. Top of that, the 5 challenging questions for the company are: how can we integrate organizational development into the overall strategic planning to achieve long-term success for the organization? In today's rapidly changing business landscape, how can we adapt and respond to evolving organizational needs? What steps can we take to cultivate a strong organizational culture that attracts, nurtures, and retains top talent? In the face of global competition, how can we leverage organizational development to enhance international competitiveness? How can we stay in sync with the rapid advancements in technology and integrate organizational development with digital transformation? These challenging questions encourage CEOs and HR directors to contemplate how to incorporate organizational development into their organizations, resulting in a competitive advantage. Through effective organizational development strategies and practices, HR can become a key driver of success and sustainable growth within the organization. By addressing these challenges, we believe HR directors will be empowered to take proactive measures, integrate organizational development into their HR departments, and gain an unparalleled competitive advantage over their competitors. James, can you present the last part of the talk?
Sure. Fei Ling. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our discussion. In conclusion, the integration of organizational development, OD, practices can significantly elevate the role of HR professionals from being mere people leaders to becoming true business leaders. By adopting the principles outlined in the Dave Ulrich model, HR professionals transition from being HR strategists to assuming the critical role of business leaders. I want to emphasize the benefits that HR leaders can gain from implementing OD initiatives within their organizations. By actively engaging in OD work, HR leaders can experience several significant advantages. Perform better than competitors. OD interventions help organizations improve performance, productivity, and efficiency. By implementing strategic changes and addressing organizational and departmental pains, you as an HR leader can drive their organizations to outperform their competitors. HR as the facilitator, consolidator, and go-to department. Through OD initiatives, HR leaders position themselves as facilitators and consolidators within the organization. You become the go-to department for fostering collaboration, resolving conflicts, and aligning different functional structures to work together effectively. HR gains power and respect. When you as an HR leader demonstrate your expertise in OD and consistently deliver positive results, especially when you can demonstrate how the OD words such as facilitating corporate strategy all year round, co-working with business leaders to improve the process of their department, lead and drive corporate level of business processes with other business leaders. You will gain increased influence and respect within the organization. Your ability to initiate and lead change efforts strengthens your position as a key contributor to organizational success. HR seen as a business leader, OD work allows HR leaders to broaden their scope beyond traditional HR functions. By actively participating in strategic planning, organizational development, and driving business outcomes, HR leaders are seen as business leaders who contribute to overall organizational success. HR as a profit center. By leveraging OD interventions to create business value, HR leaders position themselves and their departments as a profit center. They contribute to the bottom line by enhancing employee performance, improving operational efficiency, and driving organizational growth. HR creates business values. Through OD initiatives, HR leaders focus on creating both business values and people values. They align HR strategies with the overall business objectives, enabling the organization to achieve its goals while fostering a positive and supportive work culture. The benefits of engaging in OD work can be profound. As an HR leader, you can receive special recognition for your contributions, gain praise from top executives, and be acknowledged for your ability to deliver amazing results. These accolades validate the impact of your work and highlight your breadth and depth of knowledge in driving organizational change and development. I shall let Lawrence conclude today's presentation.
Thank you, Kayla and James, for your assistance throughout the presentation. Before we conclude our session, I want to leave you with 3 thought-provoking questions. Do you aspire to make such a significant impact on your organization through OD initiative? Are you passionate about becoming a business leader on the management team and driving strategic change? Do you desire to be recognized as a profit center where HR is instrumental in creating business values and driving organizational success? We come to the end of today's session. I hope the session has enlightened you in organization development field. Feel free to reach out to me for further clarification or to continue the conversation. Remember, this is not the end of our session. Stay tuned for more exciting OD topics lined up for future episodes. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time.